All right, hello and welcome. So I think I've mentioned before that I really don't need any more stuff. I have tons of stuff. I have a very nice collection, and I don't really need to buy more things. The problem is I'm a collector. I like collecting stuff. But I don't like removing good functioning film cameras from the market just so they can sit on my shelf, because I just don't think that's here we go. I don't think that's a responsible thing to do. I believe in letting young people have opportunities to get into film photography. So anyway, when I got the email about the sale, the annual sale, I said, well, I don't need anything, but I think I'll just look at it anyway. And so let's see here. So this was, this cost me, set me back, what, €17.46, €17.46, not quite, 17 and a half euro thereabouts. And it was deeply discounted, and I thought, well, I had noticed this on the website some time ago, and I almost bought it. So I was thinking about it, but I said, nah, I don't need anything. It was, 49 euro, something like that. Then the sale came around, and this camera, which had been on inventory or in inventory with Camera Store for months. This thing must have been sitting on the shelf for a good 6 months or so, if not longer. And nobody wanted it, unloved, unwanted, because it was advertised as an inoperable, whatchamacallit, light meter. So the light meter doesn't work, and it's got some wear and tear on the leatherette, which I can see here. It's not that bad. It's not so terrible. I mean, it's just ordinary wear and tear on a camera that's, God, this camera's probably, they made these from what, 69 to 75, so this thing's well over 40 years old. A little wear and tear on it, no big deal. It's clean. It is nice and clean. Okay. So I've sort of got this little project going on that I call M42 on a shoestring. And the question I'm trying to answer is it possible to put together a nice M42 system on a shoestring budget? And so far, I think the answer to that question is yes. Let's see, a little spot on the mirror. What's that? Okay, very good. That looks clean. All right. And I finally have a camera to go with my Pentagon lens. Shot this lens on the Ricoh Singlex. And now I've got a proper matching set. There we go. Okay. So this was sitting in inventory for months and months and months. It's advertised. Yep, that works. Advertised as inoperable light meter. And let's see, that seems to work. Sounds okay. Yeah. That sounds fine to me. Okay. So here is my latest addition to the M42 on a shoestring collection. Yeah, a little bit of, look at that, leatherette's coming up there. You see some scuff marks on the bottom. But again, for a camera that's 40 plus years old, what's the big deal? Really. So these things were made between 1969 and 1975, I believe. I think there were about 400,000 of this particular model made. The LTL. The LTL model has a, it does have an internal light meter, which is activated by this switch right here, which stops down the lens, as in most M42 cameras. This switch will stop down the lens and activate the meter. Of course, in this camera, the meter's, at least it was advertised as being inoperative, so now it's essentially a depth of field preview button. And otherwise, it's a fairly simple mechanism. And I think you just pull up on this to get this open. I think. Yep. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Is that supposed to be there? No, that's a screw. That's not a dent. It looks like a dent or a spot in the shutter, but it's not. It looks. I think that's supposed to be there. I guess. Anyway, it seems to work. All right, so here is my latest addition to the collection. I've never used a Praktica camera before. I've heard mixed reviews about them, but if you're looking for an M42 system on a shoestring, this is certainly an option. Praktica is definitely an option. And particularly if you can get one, well, if you find one like this where it's advertised with a non-functioning light meter, this thing sat in an inventory camera store for months upon months, but before they finally discounted it 60–70% in order to get rid of it. And so that is definitely a viable option for someone who wants to get into film on a budget, and you're looking for something that's going to be reliable, but inexpensive. And nowadays, you can download light meter apps for your phone, and that light meter is going to be just as accurate as the one that was originally in here. So why not? All right, so that is the latest addition to my M42 collection, and I will look forward to reviewing this at some point in the future. If you have opinions or experience with Praktica cameras, leave a comment. What do you think about them? Are they worthwhile? Are they any good? Let's find out. All right, take care. Have a good weekend or week or whatever time it is where you're seeing this video. Take care now. Bye-bye.